What's the maximum number of dead and wounded victims that we're willing to have? Now, I'm not asking what do you want, what do you hope for, what do you pray for? I'm asking what's the maximum acceptable number. This is absolutely second nature in the military. In fact, it's required in the military to do casualty estimations. But what I found when I got into this after I left the military was civilians are not used to it. They don't want to do it. It's uncomfortable. They'd rather talk about see-through backpacks and panic buttons and stuff that's nice. Okay. So what's there on the bottom is what's killing us. What's killing us is time. So how many people are you willing to have shot while you wait on all these things that have to take place? Somebody has to call 911, and there's on average 1 to 4 minutes between the first shot of an attack and the first 911 call. 1 to 4 minutes. The fastest I know of is 46 seconds, and that was Fairchild Air Force Base. And all that time, we're waiting on somebody to access their phone and calls. People are getting shot. Well, then a 911 operator has to listen to that call, understand it enough. That takes time, and people are getting shot. And then that dispatcher pushes a radio button and tells every cop on dispatch that we've got a shooting that they just got a phone call about. That takes time. Now cops just heard about it, so they got to travel there. That takes time. People are getting shot. Then once they get there, they got to enter, because these attacks usually either start in a building or they transition into a building. And then once the cop gets in the building, they have to close the distance and stop the active shooter. And that could be immediate, or it could take several hours. It depends on the situation. Go ahead. A lot of times when I ask this question to most audiences, I'll hear them say 0. 0 is the only acceptable number. And I'd say, see, you're stuck on hope. I hope for 0. I pray for 0. I want 0, but I know of no way if he shows up and starts shooting to get 0. So leaders have to grow up and get beyond 0 and beyond hope. But I still run in when I'll talk to superintendents and principals at school. If an active shooter starts here in your school, how many victims do you think you'll have? Well, I hope not many. Whoa, time out. That's what kids do. We got to get beyond that. We got to start planning. If an active shooter starts here, how long will the attack last, Mr. Superintendent? Well, I hope not long. Well, we got to get beyond hope, and we got to start planning. Go ahead, please.